I wanted to wish one of my besties, Sandra, from Sandra's Sparkly Sets, the happiest birthday that you can have thus far. So go to Sandra's Sparkly Sets, check her channel out, leave a comment, let her know that I sent you, and let's get started with this video. Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today I'm going to be doing a very special set for Sandra's Sparkly Sets birthday collaboration. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So today, guys, I have a special video. Sandra had asked me to join her birthday collab, and of course I said that I would do it because she is one of my besties and I definitely want to show up and show out for her. So today what we have for you guys is an all 2-day event from 11 a.m. February February 8th to February 9th at 10 p.m. We have a ton of talented content creators for you guys. I am going to leave the long list in the description box below, so you'll be thoroughly entertained this whole weekend. Please go ahead and check out Sandra's channel as well. Give her a shout out. Wish her a happy birthday. Sandra, I hope you have the best birthday ever. Her birthday is the next week, the Valentine's Day weekend. So we are doing this in advance because hopefully everyone is having their own Valentine's or anti-Valentine's or just their own, their own plans for that weekend. So we get to celebrate her birthday early. Okay, so my design for you guys is going to be very informational. Of course, I like to do my information. If you have not seen my live F5 yesterday, I did apply these Après Gel X nail extension nails. I applied it with this really cool Varnail solid nail glue gel. You use this for your press-ons. You can keep them on for as long as 30 days, or you can remove them as soon as you want with a little bit of alcohol. So I am a brand ambassador for Varnail, so if you want to go check that out, I'll leave my ambassador link and discount code in the description box below. But I had every intention on keeping these for the week in honor of Sandra's birthday, but I actually was surprised with a gift from hubby. So it's kind of like a physical activity, so I need to get rid of the nails, unfortunately. So maybe in a separate video or short, I'm going to show removing the set. I don't want to see it go, but at the same time I cannot do the activity with the nails. So we're going to play a game, you guys. This year, I believe, is the year that Sandra was born, and you're going to have to figure out what year this is by all the different nails that I'm going to be drawing up that came out in her birth year. So the first nail that I'm going to do, not as involved, but kind of, this nail that I am doing is requiring several colors to draw this up. And this nail is going to be Donkey Kong, for those that love Donkey Kong out there. It is a video game series and media franchise created by the Japanese game designer Shigeru Miyamoto for Nintendo. It follows the adventures of Donkey Kong, a large, powerful gorilla, and other members of the Kong family of apes. Donkey Kong games include the original arcade game trilogy by Nintendo R&D1, the Donkey Kong Country series by Rare and Retro Studios, and the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series by Nintendo Software Technology. Various studios have developed spin-offs in genres such as edutainment, puzzle, racing, and rhythm. The franchise also incorporates animation, printed media, theme parks, and merchandise. So click that like button if you are a lover of Donkey Kong. I definitely played this one. This one is always a fun one, although the Donkey Kong, it's not a donkey, but always scared me. It's just always so mad. But I love how Wreck-It Ralph kind of had, was it that movie? There was another arcade movie, and it featured Donkey Kong in it, so it was really nice to see that, but it really brought back some painful memories. So, if you know these nails, or the year for these nails one by one, just at least try to wait till the end of the video, and put in the comments at the end, just so, you know, since this is going to be premiered, we won't spoil it right away for everyone in chat. But I probably should have said that from the beginning. Anyway. Yeah, this one was kind of fun, except the lettering was very tiny, and I normally like try to space it out, and I wanted this to be a one-liner, but I'm realizing right from the get-go that the D and the O were pretty big, and so I knew that I would have to like kind of stagger the Kong afterwards, and I was like, screw it, I don't care. If you saw my live yesterday, I totally just started. I just started these nails last night, so that contributed to my already sleeping problems for this week. I'm really surprised that I actually got this done last night, but I already had it planned out, so I knew how I was going to do things. I mean, there are little variations from my original plans, but this ended up working out, and since I knew what I was doing, it was a long film. I'm not going to lie, because artwork always takes, so much longer than regular design nails. But it didn't take as long as it would have been if I didn't plan it out. So, pats on the back to me. Here's a pro tip. If you ever want to do lettering that has outline, the easiest way to get the outline done is to first do a color blocking like I did with the yellow, which ended up being the outline, and then writing the letters inside of it with the main color, and then any details on top. That way you're at the end of it, you're not like, kind of struggling, trying to get a nice fine line doing the outlines of the letters. So that's a good tip for me that I like to do. Okay, so for this next nail, we are going to be doing a song. Songs are such a very iconic thing when it happens, so this will probably help you determine what year this is. But we are doing here, if you do not can't pick it up right now, we are doing Betty Davis Eyes. It's a song written and composed by Donna Weiss and Jackie DeShannon in 1974, and no, that is not the year that I'm talking about, but it was recorded by DeShannon that year, but made popular by Kim Carnes. So that is the year that I'm talking about. It was America's top hit around this time, so if you can figure that one out. It spent 9 consecutive weeks at the top of the US Billboard Hot 100, and it won the Grammy Awards for the year that I am not saying, because that is not the year, but it's pretty close to it, so I'm not going to mention that year as well. But this, it won a Grammy Award for Song of the Year and Record of the Year. The music video was directed by Australian film director Russell Mulcahy. And by the way, when I hear this song, it gets stuck in my head, and I can picture several movies with this song in it, so it's fairly popular, and I thought it was very interesting that it became that popular in such year, even though it was written in the 70s. So way to go, Betty Davis Eyes. Now, my pro tip for this nail when trying to draw something realistic like eyes, my tip is to be very light-handed and find the finest tip detail brush that you could possibly find. When you do things such as eyes that's supposed to be super delicate. A heavy hand and a fat brush really just muddies up the image, and you want to be as thin as possible so that you can make a drawing that would look like a drawing on a piece of paper. At least this is how I felt always when drawing on nails, because you know the texture and obviously the size is different from a piece of paper. So I would have loved to do shading, but to be honest, I really didn't want to play with this anymore, being such a small image already. But I felt like just doing the lines on its own ended up looking pretty nice. So I thought that maybe shading would make the image more muddier than it needed to be. So the lettering, I mean, you know, it could have always been better, and I totally spelled Betty wrong from the beginning. So I changed that Y to an E, and I didn't even have to shave anything off. So that was a good one. Okay, that was real quick. So now for this next one, this is another special nail that happened around this year, and we are going to draw up actually Sandra Day O'Connor's retirement pendant necklace that she received. But obviously she received that necklace way after the 80s, but we're going to talk about where it all started in the 80s. So if you do not know, she was an American attorney, politician, and jurist who served as an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States. And the year is when she started. She was nominated by President Ronald Reagan. O'Connor was the first woman to serve as a U.S. Supreme Court Justice, and that was in the year that we are talking about today. A moderate conservative, she was considered a swing vote. Before O'Connor's tenure on the court, she was an Arizona state judge and earlier an elected legislator in Arizona, serving as the first female majority leader of the United Senate, of the state Senate, as the Republican leader of the Arizona Senate. Upon her nomination to the court, O'Connor was confirmed unanimously by the United States Senate. So, yeah, I love the firsts for women, all firsts for women. And I mean, we have a long way to go, you guys. I am still rooting for the first POTUS, first female POTUS. We have to have that someday. So gear up your girlies at home and tell them to aim for the sky, because, you know, nothing is unachievable, and we are going to make it one day. I believe this, you know, very strongly. So let's encourage these ladies to be leaders in society, because this world would be a lot better if they would just listen to a female every now and then. But anyway, yeah, so this pendant was given to her on her retirement, and I just, you know, this was a good one, but I was like, how am I supposed to draw this on a nail? Like, what is representative of Sandra Day O'Connor? I've heard her so much growing up, and then, you know, and now what? So rather than just spell her name out, we have to do some art here. So I am drawing up her necklace. Now, my pro tip for this nail is I don't have one, because I really suck at doing stars, as you can see, and I haven't figured it out yet. Okay, this next nail, this is for all of the little kiddos like myself that were raised on this. Sad to say, but we are doing MTV. I did do kiddie TV, of course, but because there were adults in the household I lived in, they did MTV, so I did not have the choice of shows when I was growing up, so MTV was it. So, MTV, or Music Television, is an American cable television channel. It was officially launched on August 1st in this year. So if you know what year that is, it was based out of New York City, and it served as a flagship property of the MTV Entertainment Group, part of the Paramount Media Networks, a division of Paramount Global. Paramount's great, and that explains it because I have Paramount Plus, and they have a lot of MTV shows on there. So if you don't have the MTV app, I used to have the MTV app when it was free. I don't know if it's free anymore. If you do that, comment below. But yeah, that explains why they have MTV TV shows on their streaming hub, which is great because I watch a lot of that. But I definitely loved the MTV TV shows. Liquid Television was definitely one of my favorites. And no pro tip for this one because this one was pretty straightforward. And for this last nail, this is definitely going to strike home to a lot of, I would say, people my age or even older that started to get onto higher technology. So we are going to be doing MS-DOS. The nicer blue screen, if you ever heard the blue screen from hell, if you have a desktop, this is the other blue screen that people don't even know about anymore. I don't know if it started out blue, but when I was on MS-DOS, it was blue. But anyway, a discontinued 16-bit computer operating system by Microsoft Corporation. It stands for Microsoft Disk Operating System. The operating system implements a command line interface for the user to input commands which ran from disk. It was popularly used in PCs before GUI operating systems, such as Microsoft Windows came out, and is still used in some places today. Wow. So this was definitely a fun thing for, just having no life of technology to whoop technology. But this came out actually in August 12th. So that was around the same time as MTV, which is, a lot of good things came out of the 80s. But unlike my other pro tip where I said draw the lines, the outside line before as a color blocking. Yeah, I forgot to do that here because this is probably the third trying to do outlines for this because it was, like I said, 16-bit. So I'm trying to make it nice and chunky, the outline. But I feel like maybe I should have done the black outline in color blocking first and then did the color on top. But anyways, we are nearing the end of this, you guys. We are doing a no wipe top coat to seal in all this artwork. I really hope that you enjoyed this set today. This is all about Sandra. So if this year wasn't as good, not only do we have 5 little icons on here that came out in this year, we also have one of our amazing content creators and friends, Sandra, that came out this year as well. So comment below and let me know what year you think this all came out, including Sandra. Hopefully I'm right though. Imagine I'm wrong, but I could have sworn I think you said this year. So again, I'm leaving all the links in the description box below. Please take the time this week, this month, to follow everyone, click that notification bell, and catch up on these videos that we did for this collab. I really appreciate Sandra for inviting me to this collab. It was so much fun. How else to honor someone that you adore by putting it on a nail. And, I used to do my tribute videos. So this is a tribute indeed to such a special someone. And my little surprise here is because she's so classy, I made these red bottom. So I hope you like the red bottoms. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I wanted to add the bling because these nails are just so busy already. If I put one rhinestone on there, it just would have looked out of place. So I did the peekaboo bottoms, the red bottoms for Sandra, and I thought about putting rhinestones underneath like I did for Lena's, but I wanted to make it different and switch it up. So thank you so much, you guys. Love you guys so much throwing these up. It's hard to do with different size nails, but thank you so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again next time. I wanted to take this opportunity to also thank Sandra for being my Josieism Tier 2 member. Thank you so much, Sandra, for all of your support. I appreciate you so much. If you'd like to be a member, go check out the perks today, and don't forget to check out the schedule for everyone's videos in this collab.